Hey y'all, today I'm doing my sister's hair for back to school. This is what her hair looks like. She relaxes her hair and it's pretty cute when it's blown out and all. I first started with a part from ear to ear, like the top of the ear to the other top of the ear, which then I'm going to part this part into two parts, and I use sulfur 8. This is the rubber bands I found. And then I have hair that she's used before and it's washed, and then other hair. I only use the hair that she used before. I use the other hair from my hair. And then I parted the first parting into two, and then I'm going to tie the top up so I can work with the bottom part. And then the bottom part, I'm going to part that into three parts. I think it just works better when your bottom parting is like an odd number. I don't know if that's like it has to be an odd number, but I think it works better that way. And then now you can see me parting it into three sections, and I make sure to use like the sulfur 8 all over the place because she kind of has like a dry scalp, so it definitely helps to keep it looking nice. And then once I put the sulfur 8 and all the whatever you want to put on the hair, then I take the rubber band and tie those small sections together. Also, y'all, I was using a toothpick because we didn't have a rat tail comb, so just mind that, because I wanted the partings to look like really nice and defined. Well, not like defined, but like really nice, and like I'm parting the Red Sea or something. And here I'm just, putting rubber bands on it to make sure it looks good. The rubber bands really helps to keep it in place. Like, I could definitely do it without the rubber band, but I feel like the rubber band, it just gives it a good look. It just like holds it together nicely so that it's not slipping. So make sure you don't tie the rubber band around too many times so it's like doesn't like get too tight and like ache, because I know when I do it for my hair, that thing is tight as hell. And then I did the same thing with the top, and I used different color rubber bands. For the next part, I did it from the tail of like her eyebrow. The tail of the eyebrow to the other tail of the eyebrow is where this parting is. I just kind of use like those things. I saw a video on like parting and stuff, and that's what I used to help me. And then I section those ones out. Just section it however big you want. And each section is a different color, which wasn't planned at first, but then I ended up doing it that way, and I think it's cute, even though you won't see the rubber bands, but it's cute. And then the next section, I just kind of took another section. This one's purple this time, and then I have that final top, which is going to be a middle part, and this time it's yellow. So it goes yellow, purple, green, pink, and orange, I think. And she has a middle part. I've always done a middle part on her. I don't know, side parts just aren't my thing. And she looks good in the middle part. You'll see how it looks at the end. And then I start braiding. You'll get a better like footage of how the braiding is in like a couple scenes. I think she's watching like Friends or Full House. But she was just chilling in the chair. I know I said braiding, but I meant twisting. I'd start at the top. I do like a little part of like braiding, and then I continue it into twisting. Like if you've ever seen any tutorials or anything, it's kind of like a tutorial. There's still a better footage of me doing it in a second. My hand's kind of in the way in this part. Look at her rusty headphones. Those are school headphones, and she's over here taping it up because she doesn't know how to keep things good. And you'll just see a better footage in like, I think it's the next scene. But I basically start off braiding and use like her hair as the middle, as the third leg of the braid, until I get to like a specific, like a tiny braid, and then I part her hair and then start twisting. You'll see what I mean in a second if you've never like done hair. If you ever like want to do hair, I'm telling you, I started doing my own hair like freshman year of high school, and honestly, it's just like I'm going into my junior year. Okay, anyhow, I was saying, if you ever want to do hair, you just have to go for it. Like, you just have to like sit down one day and try it. Because like, obviously you're never going to get better at something if you don't try, if you don't do it first, So you have to like try it. And like, if you just watch a bunch of tutorials, let me tell you, before I started, a bunch of tutorials I watched so many tutorials that like I literally had like a YouTube playlist that was just full of tips and tricks and just people doing hair. And like, one thing I'm trying to get better at is corn rolling. Like, I literally suck at corn rolling. I should be talking about this footage. So you see how like I start braiding with her. If you know how to braid, that shouldn't be easy. And then once the actual hair, like the person's hair is like in the middle, you take it and you split it. I kind of braided it a little long because I was distracted. She's listening to Hamilton. If you haven't watched it, watch it. Then you split it and then you just like twist your hand. Both hands go in opposite direction and you just start twisting. If you know how to braid and twist separately, I mean, if you know how to twist, I don't know why you're watching this, but it's difficult to explain because it's not difficult to do, because twisting is literally one of the easiest hair styles that you could do, in my opinion, like with braided hair and stuff. Twisting is just so simple. It's quick. Like, if I were to braid her hair, we would have been there all day. And then the ends that you saw before, it was kind of chaos. And I wanted to twist them. Well, not twist them. I wanted to put them in rollers so then they would end up like curly when like I put the whole hair in hot water later. I'll show you what the front looks like and how it looked like finished in a second. And this is what the top looked like. That's what the ends were looking like before I put the rollers in. And now we're downstairs waiting for the hot water to finish boiling, and that's kind of the view of the hair. If you ever want to do hair, really, just, you gotta practice, you know? I've done hair only for her, myself. I started doing hair on myself, which is, I think, is crazy how I did it on me before I even did it on her or my mom or a friend, and it's just crazy to me.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this is my ear.
You have to let it
my ear. Ow.
You're fine. Oh my god.
Yeah, thanks.
Come here. This was the final result, y'all. It was like late at night now, but this is what it ended up looking like. That's what the ends ended up looking like, and I love it so much. It is like so pretty, and she looks so cute with it. She about to stunt at school. This is what her face looked like. She wearing her little mini hoops. She's going to 6th grade. She's gonna be stunting on all these people. She looks so good, and I was over here just hyping her up the entire time. I think it really ended up like looking so good. First reaction. Open your eyes in 3, 2. Hold on.
Oh my gosh, just say 1.
I can't get the camera angle.
Okay.
1.
Looks like every other time you do it.
Wow. At least you can act a little impressed.
Wow, you did an amazing job.
Oh my god, thank you so much. This was another time I did her hair. I wanted to edit at the end. This one I did triangle parting, or at least I tried to. It looks pretty good.